slowly we go for another video on cloth nappies today. If you've been following me for a while, you'll see that I do have a full playlist on cloth nappies. I'm excited to be using cloth nappies for the second time around now, and I'll be able to share a lot more juicy goss and insight into the world of cloth nappies. So if you'd like to see more and you do enjoy this video, you can always subscribe for free. In this particular video, I'm going to share with you some insights of what I've learned through being a cloth nappy mama for the first time round, and what I'm going to be doing this time round. Some things that I'm going to do differently, some things that I'm going to do the same, some things I wish I knew. So if you're thinking about cloth nappies, or you are experiencing problems with cloth nappies, or you're just completely interested, watch this video, watch my other cloth nappy videos, request more videos if there's something that you feel I've missed out, and yeah, I hope I can share with you as much information as I've learned and know. So let's get straight to it. I'm also going to show you in this video the nappies that I've got ready for my newborn baby due in a few months. I'll show you which brand I'm using. Just lots of goss, guys. Just just get comfy, just lots of gossip coming your way. Okay, something I'll be doing different this time round is I know which brand I like now. I know which brand I get on with. I know what works well on my babies. I know what have held their shape well. I know the quality. And the only reason I know this is because the first time round, when everything was just like looking into an abyss of cloth nappy world, when you know nothing, there was just so many brands out there and I felt totally overwhelmed. And I heard a bit of advice, which I have shared on my channel, was to buy a big bulk secondhand. When somebody does a what they call a de-stash, you find that people get rid of various different brands, which is totally helpful if you are new to cloth nappying, because you can try and experiment and see what fits your baby well, and see what works well for you, and what washes well, and what's held well. And because all babies are different shapes and sizes, and you might find that, you know, my friend up the road gets on better with a different style than I have got on with. So it's really interesting. But that would be one of my biggest tips. But I have shared that in other videos about like top tips for cloth nappying. I can link that above. But in this video, we're talking about what I'm doing differently. And so this time I've specifically went straight to the brand which I like. Again, if you've watched my videos, you'll know I'm a big advocate of buying secondhand, and this goes for cloth nappies too. I have videos on secondhand cloth nappies, how to use them, what to do when you first get them, where to find them, things like that. But what I've done is I've sold a lot of the brands which we didn't get on with, and then in replacement for that money, I've then bought a batch of secondhand nappies that I do get on with in this basket. So the brand I get on well with is A Little Lamb. They've just seemed to be the best ones. I found myself when picking a nappy out the basket for Lavella, I'd always go for those ones first. They just seem to leak less. Let's be honest, every so often you do a little leak. And this time round I was actually given these ones off my friend up the road. These are the newborn ones for really early on. These ones are really sweet. They've got the Velcro, which is so handy for them first weeks, guys, when we're all sleep deprived. You can put some soft bamboo liners in there as well, which I obviously still have from Lavella. Focus. Round, and obviously you can wrap it around like that, or for even smaller you can pull it right the way round, and they're just going to be lovely and soft for baby from the get-go. 5 of these. I am keeping my eye out for a few more, because I think these are just going to be gorgeous for the first maybe like 2-3 months, depending on how fast your baby grows, I suppose. And then afterwards I've got the ones that I have used in a size 1, and I've just got loads of this colour. This lady was getting rid of all the duck egg blue ones. How gorgeous are they? And then a big stash of white ones. So these are I went for pretty basic colours this time round. If I do see some cute prints, you know, I'm not opposed to that. I just wanted to get my stash in of the brand that I like, and this lady was getting rid of all of these ones. 6 blue, 10 white, so that's 16, and then this one she was giving away as well. This will be an extra because this isn't like the style of A Little Lamb. So let me show you why I like Little Lamb. They come in, obviously they've got the little newborn ones, which I showed you. These are the size 1s. and they're the popper system, they're the all-in-ones. I like them because there's this double gusset style around the leg, which I found maybe that's what's helping to stop the leaks. Their elastic is really great, quite strong. And the popper system, you've got the one to go around the leg, so dependent on how small your baby is or how big, and then the larger one, so it can fit from quite small and then all the way up. As baby gets bigger, you'll move them into size 2s. So that's something that I've done differently this time, is I've just gained a nice stash of a brand that I get on with. That might be completely different for you. There's a lot of brands out there. Do some research. Okay, something else that I was going to do differently is this time round will be to start from newborn. Like I said, I've got them little tiny sizes. With Lavella, it was always in my mind to do it. I had to like do the research and find out where to get them and, you know, watch YouTube videos and understand how you even use these things, because it can feel really daunting and overwhelming, especially if you're having your first baby anyway. You're trying to get your head around how to change a nappy anyway. You've got all these different things going on, and you're maybe learning to breastfeed as well, and you know, it took us some time. She wasn't in cloth nappies until she was like 3 months old, I think it was. So this time round we know what we're doing. We're already in a routine of cloth nappy washing, so it's going to feel a lot easier this time round, I imagine, especially with the whole cloth nappy thing. But yeah, we'll be using them from the get-go with the soft bamboo liners. Don't forget, you can also make your liners as well. That's just something that will be an extra layer on top of the nappy. If there's a lot of things that I'm saying that you don't understand, like cloth nappy jargon, watch my video on like everything you need to know about cloth nappies first. That will probably be helpful as I go to first off video. Something else I wish I knew first time round from the beginning is about cloth wipes. So although we transitioned to cloth nappies about 3 months in, it was a while after that that we discovered how great cloth wipes were. There's just this, I don't know, there's this strange perception and that most people would have, like, ooh, like why would you use a cloth wipe? And like, no, these are much more hygienic, la 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 la. But actually cloth wipes are so much better. They this is gross, but like, they have way more grip, and they, you know, you're using water on your baby. There's nothing more pure than that. You're gonna have less problems down below, and it's just so much better for the environment. Wipes that say they're biodegradable does not mean they disappear. Biodegradable just means that they break down into smaller pieces. It doesn't mean that they biodegrade. You know, you've got non-biodegradable, which is what most wipes are, that just end up on landfills and will never disappear. Biodegradables have made us believe that they're so much better, and they are to an extent, but all they do is they break down into tiny pieces of plastic or whatever it is that they're made of. But the next level is called compostable, and that is where something disappears completely. So don't be roped into the biodegradable advertisements. The best thing to do is cloth wipes. I'm telling you, they're the best thing ever. Again, I have a few videos on our cloth wipes, a cloth wipe mixture that we use as well, like a solution if you want to keep them in a solution, but you don't always have to. You can just run them under the tap. So soft on baby's bum. I highly recommend them, and so that's something we'll be doing differently from the very beginning. Is we will be using cloth wipes from the get-go. Something else that I learned and we'll be doing second time round is that when a baby is in a cloth nappy, it is so adorable, they get a big booty. And so you find that you have to go up a size in the baby's bottoms. I think onesies are okay. They're probably going to fit in a onesie because they've got quite a lot of room in them. But if you're putting any kind of leggings or pants or trousers on a baby that's in a cloth nappy, you might find that you need to go up a size. So knowing that we're going to use cloth nappies from the get-go, we have just kind of skipped the newborn trouser size and went straight up to like 0 to 3. The last thing I want to quickly share with you before I go is that we've learned how to strip our nappies effectively, and so I'll be able to strip the nappies we already have and have used for Lavella for this baby. So that's something exciting. And if you want to learn a little bit more about when to strip your nappies, how to strip your nappies, I have another video on my cloth nappy playlist, so check that one out if that's something you're interested in as well. But stripping them is just a really effective and efficient way to get the best use out of your nappies, and it just keeps them hygienic and clean and working their best. So I hope this was helpful. I hope I've shared a little bit of information. I have got a lot on the playlist, as I said. And if you've got any tips or anything you've learned or would do differently this time round having your second child, drop them in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. This is one of my favourite topics to talk about. And so yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. Any video suggestions, let me know. Bye! See you next time!